This is TWiT.
Jeff Bezos, by the way, now officially, for once and for all, the richest man in the world. 100.
You got to show the picture, dude. There.
Yeah. This has become a meme. Actually,
Basonator.
Yeah, he's buff. But then, of course, it was an internet meme, and there's all sorts of other images of him walking down, looking by. Is this at the Allen? This might have been at the Allen Co. meetings. They put The Rock behind him, you know, also looking buff. Let me see if I can find that, because Bezos did an interview this week with his brother. And his brother and he, there you go. There's the picture with The Rock and who's that other guy? That's
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. Yeah.
Come on, Leo.
Bad and the Furious.
Yeah.
And so they actually, his brother put that up on the screen, and they were laughing. They were laughing. His brother, though, if you look at Jeff Bezos' brother, he's been hanging out at the gym. Let's see if I can find a picture of this. So he got his brother, as one would expect, got him to reveal a lot about himself. For instance, every summer from the time he was about 6 to the time he was about 17, Bezos would stop it. Autoplay video. I oughta. He would go to his grandpa's, Pop, he called him, where there was nothing. There was no connectivity. Bezos spent his summers working on his grandfather's ranch in South Texas. He says, I learned my resourcefulness from my grandfather. He tells some stories like the time his grandfather leapt, I don't know if I can do this story justice, leapt out of the, he's driving the pickup truck off the ranch. He leapt out of the pickup truck. I've done this. Who doesn't? Trying to open the gate without stopping the truck so he can open the gate, jump in the truck, and keep going. Accidentally, the truck runs into his hand, his thumb, and cuts off most of the top of his thumb. They rush to the hospital, and Pop, Jeff's grandfather, says, he's so mad. He says the thumb was hanging by a thread. He's so mad, he takes the thumb, rips it off, throws it into the bushes, goes to the hospital and says, I don't want my thumb reattached. Just take some skin from my butt and put it over the hole. And ever after, Bezos is telling the story, he'd have butt hair growing off his thumb that he had to, when he shaved, he would shave his thumb. And now you know how he's the richest man in the world.
I don't think the dots quite connect on that story.
Well, the point Jeff was trying to make is I learned resourcefulness from my grandfather. He bought a non-working combine. This is not Jeff. Jeff doesn't have the butt thumb. His grandpa has a butt thumb. He bought a non-working combine and said, Jeff, your job, Jeff is like 12, is to get that thing working. And they ordered parts, and Jeff worked on, some of the parts were so big they couldn't lift them. So Grandpa built a crane, a homemade crane, so they could lift the parts into the combine. He said, this is where I learned how you invent your way out of the box. He says, choosing his wife, same thing. He,
oh, jeez.
Should I stop?
Yeah, I don't know.
He says, he was doing the dating thing, like he had the app. He was doing the dating thing. And he said, I just want to find a woman who's resourceful. So that, what was it? So that if I hurt myself, she can, I want to find this. It's just the funniest. If you get a chance, just read the interview. I guess that's the bottom line. And I'm not making up the story about the thumb.